What is good, folks? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going through my favorite or my top 5 plyometric exercises that you can do at home to boost that jumping power, speed, strength, everything else involved. So we're going to go through these right now. Most of them can be done at home, so no excuses. Let's go. So the first movement we're going to be doing is a jumping split squat. So obviously we need a bench, chair, anything that you can raise one of your legs onto in this fashion. Now normal split squat is just you're coming down and then exploding back up. You can do it with weight as well, but the jumping split squat, we want to add in that plyometric effect, so we want that explosive power. So what we're going to do is that as we coming back up, we're exploding that front foot up to get that power element involved. You really want to make sure that we're exploding off that foot, guys. It's not about how many you can do, it's the quality and what you're doing it with. So we're really focusing on getting that height when we explode up. So really use that front quad to explode up. Obviously the ankles involved, toes, everything in the lower portion of the body is going to be involved. Now you don't have to do a crazy amount. You can, top it off about 5 reps each leg, but we really just working on using that core power as well, arms as well, and then the stability in our ankle and our foot when we're coming back down. It's a controlled movement up and then back down. Simple as that, guys. Again, this is a unilateral exercise, so that means we're working off one leg. Great for athletes, great support people who generally in your sport you're going to be jumping, skipping, hopping off one leg. So it's going to build that unilateral strength and make you more explosive and more powerful in your sport. To show you what it looks like from a different angle, make sure our foot is nice and secure. We've got a good distance in between our front foot and the bench where it's going to let us be the most powerful. And we're really trying to, almost like we're trying to bring our heel into our hamstring, really get that explosion going, focusing on being powerful fast and then getting that foot back down for the end of the movement, guys. But that's a movement that you can do at home. Again, no excuses. There's chairs, bench, couch, sofa, anything that you can use, even some bricks to do this movement. Next exercise is going to be a single leg box jump. Now why are we doing single leg instead of double? Well, because again, we want to work on that unilateral effect. It's very rare that you're jumping off of 2 legs in sport. It's usually 1 leg at a time. So whereas a normal box jump would do here and land, we're going to start in a single leg position like so, and literally the same thing. We're using our core, we're using our upper body to help get us onto the bench. The carbs are involved, and that's that, guys. So again, now you can, if you want to make it a bit more athletic and a bit more game realistic, you can lower yourself into this position here to put some tension on the quad, which is really going to help. And then we just exploding up. Ankles involved, feet are involved, calves are involved, quad, or the other thing. That's really going to help us to be explosive and powerful. So again, we can load here, you can hold, and then explode up. Now obviously we can progress this, we can get higher and higher bench, which is why single leg is probably going to be a little bit better, because for most athletes who play sport, engage in sport, you're going to be able to jump pretty high already. So jumping on this with 2 legs is pretty much next to nothing. Doing it with 1 leg might be a bit more challenging. So instead of us trying to find a high platform, if we do it with single leg, we can lower the platform and still be able to progress it very well. So just to show you one more time, we're working here. Make sure your arms are involved as well. Nice landing, guys, quality. So again, just to show you from a different angle, we're starting positions here and then we're just exploding up. Just like that. Making sure we're not landing too heavy, we're making sure it's a decent landing, it's under control. We're getting the knee involved, we're getting the ankle involved to take on the impact, but at the same time, we're making sure that we get enough height to clear our surface. So if you have to start off really low, you can go even lower than this, but if you're at this level, it's a great level to start at, and then we can just take it higher and higher. Now the next exercise is going to be broad jumps. You are going to have a decent enough space to allow you to excel yourself forward, guys. So broad jumps, again, very simple. You're starting here and then you're jumping as far forward as you can. Now you do want to stick the landing. These shoes Unfortunately, don't have the best grip, so that's why it looked a bit, you know, a bit off there. But however, I won't go as far as I possibly can, but I'll just go far enough so it's under control and you can see what I'm talking about. So when we go for a broad jump, nice big hands, and we're sticking the landing. Now, if you have enough space, you can do these continuously over and over, about 5 reps. But if your space is limited, like here, for example, we can just set up, again, really engage those quads, go for a nice big jump, stick the landing, and then we reset, guys. So broad jumps are going to be quality. Again, really working that explosive factor. It's getting the whole body involved and very easy to perform. You don't need any equipment, just a wide enough space for you to really exert yourself forward. Now, when it comes to exerting yourself, you don't want to go to a point where you're stumbling and you're not under control at the end of it. You want to make sure that when you are jumping, it's to a distance where you can control the end point, but you're still pushing yourself in order to get that explosive movement in. We're starting off here, explode, nice and easy. We can reset again. Make sure your arms are involved as well. The arms are very important. Don't try to do it with no arms. Keep it as game realistic as possible. So again, stick the landing. These are somewhat similar to the broad jumps in terms of no equipment and you're doing a decent amount of space. It's going to be skaters, so we're going to be working on that lateral movement compared to where we're moving forward, we're moving side to side. So again, skaters literally off of one leg, sticking the landing, just like that. Again, you want to push yourself as far as you can go while staying under control. So if you go too far and you're there, that's not what we want. We want to make sure that we're sticking that landing at the end, so it's powerful. Then we can reset, or we can just go from side to side. At the end of the day, if you have that capability, but it's not a rush. We're not trying to rush through this. We're trying to make sure the reps are quality. That again, we're using that unilateral strength in one leg, guys. That's why it's called skaters, because most ice skaters, they're working off one leg at a time. It's really going to build a solid foundation in your legs. It's going to help with power, speed, explosiveness, and also stability as well, controlling your body, all that other stuff. So the skaters. Now, if you want to take it to a next level, you can do a skater into a pop-up. So what you can do, jump here, up, reset, or just go straight to the other side. So it's here, up, reset to the other side. So one more time, bang, and then you can just like that, guys. But keep it as explosive as possible. Keep the reps very low. It is very taxing. We're looking for quality, not quantity at the end of the day. So you can just go with the regular skaters, get those down packed first, and if you want to move on, pop, pop. But just make sure that all the movements are under control, the whole body is engaged, and that is quality over quantity. The next movement we're going to be engaging in is depth jump, guys. So again, you're going to need something that you can stand on, and you're going to lower yourself down to the ground, and then we're going to pop up. So most of you, I'm sure you're aware of depth jumps. Those of you who are not, again, we're just lowering ourselves slowly, and then it's a pop up as soon as our foot touches the ground. We're trying to minimize ground contact altogether. So again, we'll go the other leg this time. It's a slow descent, and then we're using both feet to pop up, guys. In this movement as well, it's not really about how long we can stick on the ground and stick in the landing. No, it's about as soon as the foot touches the ground, we're exploding up as high as we can. So again, we're getting the arms involved. We're making sure that our ankle is generating that power, the knees as well are involved, and that we're also sticking the landing. That's why we're keeping the reps low, so that we can really focus on quality of the movement. So again, it doesn't have to be a super high platform. It can be something even lower than this, but we're just making sure that everything is right within the movement. Again, not a lot of equipment needed. Literally all you need is a chair, a bench, something sturdy that can hold your weight and that you can lower yourself down slowly with. But depth jumps are going to do a fantastic job in making you more explosive. And that, my friends, is the 5 plyometric movements that you can do at home. So I can just briefly go through with them again, just in case you forgot. So the first one is just going to be the jumping split squat. We're coming down, we're exploding, and we're getting nice height, guys. Again, split squat, all you need is the bench. Very easy to perform. Next was the single leg box jump. So again, we're here and we're just working just like that, just like that, simple. And then we've got the broad jumps, so we're working in front of us, getting that nice explosion, sticking the landing, and then resetting. Then we've got the skaters, so side to side, nice lateral movement. If that's too easy, add a pop up at the end, pop at the end, guys. And then obviously the final movement I just showed, which was the depth jumps. So working here, making sure as soon as our foot touches the ground, we're exploding up, guys. And that is how you can get the job done in the comfort of your own home. So there's no excuses that you shouldn't be doing these exercises in your spare time. You can do them before your workouts. I would generally advise to do them before your workouts, so you're the most fresh, you can get the most quality out of the movements, or you can set them aside for a separate day. It's up to you. But you can also progress these movements by adding weight and things of that nature. You don't want to be doing too many reps. So when you add weight, keep the reps again very low, and then you'll see the progression from there. But you'll become more and more explosive over time, guaranteed. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.